The New York Knicks have made multiple moves as after signing Ariel Hukporti, they've also brought in Matt Ryan on what looks like it'll be a non-guaranteed contract. And this is the moves that Leon Rose and co. have decided to make in order to get the Knicks at least 14 guys on the roster, as today was their deadline to do so, and we have to break it all down. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. And real quick, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps it out a lot. And then maybe my hairline will look a bit better if we can get these subscribers up. Let's get it to 50%. We're at 25 now. We can do it, I believe. But guys, we all know the news. We know what happened. The New York Knicks have brought in Matt Ryan, a move that many expected the New York Knicks to make. Well, it's happened, guys. As Shams mentioned a couple weeks, over 2 weeks ago now, just had to do some math. He mentioned the New York Knicks were interested in signing Matt Ryan. They drafted him in the G League draft first overall, and now they're signing him to a deal this week, as sources have told ESPN and Shams Charania. Now, also as mentioned, the 6'7" wing is a 45% shooter from three-point range, or was last season for the Pelicans, has shot over 40% for every year that he's truly played in the NBA. Last season, Matt Ryan, a New York native, who went to Iona Prep in New Rochelle, which is up there in the Westchester area, or the Bronx, really. But he put up 4 points for his career and has shot 40% from the field and 41% from three. He's here to do one thing, and that is cash out on threes. He's one of the best players in Iona Prep's basketball history, and they're a good basketball school. Now, the man is from White Plains, New York. He wanted to be on the New York Knicks. He was willing to play for the G League so he could go back to New York. He could go back home and play basketball. And now he's going to get his shot, not with just the Westchester Knicks, but with the New York Knicks, at least for the next couple months while Landry Shamet works on his shoulder and getting that back into shape from that dislocated shoulder injury that he did suffer. Guys, I love this move. I'll be honest. I think Matt Ryan is someone who fits this team very well. The Knicks needed more shooting off the bench, and Matt Ryan brings you exactly that. Tom Thibodeau has said you could never have enough shooting, so Tibbs is a fan of him. Leon Rose is a fan of him. I think Knicks fans will quickly become fans of him. As here's the thing about Matt Ryan, guys. The man is just fun to watch. He's hit clutch shots. He had a game winner for the Los Angeles Lakers a few years back, and 2 weeks prior, he was a DoorDash driver. He's a guy who makes it hard not to root for him, and he's going to get that done in New York. He's 27 years old, so he's in the prime of his career right now. This is his big moment, so we're going to see how Matt Ryan fares in the moment. And, guys, for his career, he's been in and out of the NBA, playing G League basketball, spent some time with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves last year. And with both of those teams, he shot pretty well. And then once he got to New Orleans in the 28 games he was there for, playing 14 minutes per game in those games, he got real comfortable from behind the arc, shooting 3.3 threes per game off the bench and hitting 1.5 of them, putting up around 5.5 points per game. Matt Ryan is someone who knows his role and exceeds in that role. Guys, I really do like this signing. I think it's super helpful, especially considering the other move that the New York Knicks made by bringing in Ariel Hukporti on an official contract off the two-way deal, 1 year this season, and then next year they have a team option, which in all likelihood they'll accept, and if they decline it, they're just going to rework a different contract with Hukporti. I mean, look, the Knicks are going out there. They need to get 14 guys on the roster. Bobby Marks mentioned it. Shams mentioned it. They were out of time. You could have 14 straight days where you can have under 14 guys on the roster. The Knicks' 14-day quota ends tomorrow. Now, they could still also do some stuff because you could have 28 total days in basketball. So we'll see Ryan get signed to what's most likely not going to be a guaranteed contract. And that's something Ian Begley did talk about. Now, as Begley mentioned, Matt Ryan has agreed to sign with the Knicks, but the specific structure of the deal is to still be determined. Ryan can be added on a two-way deal after Ariel Hukporti's contract becomes official, or he can sign a standard deal. If Ryan signs a non-guaranteed deal, it would give the Knicks the minimum number of players required by the NBA roster rules in 14. It would also give them the flexibility to re-sign Landry Shamet when he's healthy and then bring Ryan back on a two-way deal. All that comes with the caveat that the deal is non-guaranteed. I'm telling y'all right now, that deal is going to be non-guaranteed. And because the Knicks do like Landry Shamet better than Matt Ryan, And because of that, what we're going to see is we're going to see the New York Knicks come out here, and we're going to see them eventually try to bring back Landry Shamet. But if they have Matt Ryan on the non-guaranteed deal, what if Shamet's not healthy? What if his shoulder's cooked? What if he needs surgery and is going to miss the next 6 months? The Knicks are going to move on from Shamet, let him rehab with them on the G League roster. But they're going to move on from him and look at Matt Ryan. But also, if you have Matt Ryan on that non-guaranteed deal and you want to sign someone else instead of him, you could still do that, release Ryan, and put him on a two-way contract, something the Knicks were initially interested in. Before anything, as Shams mentioned on October 22nd, the Knicks did have interest in bringing Ryan in on a two-way deal. Now he gets a non-guaranteed contract with the New York Knicks. And with this non-guaranteed contract, what we're going to see is we're going to see this version of Matt Ryan who's going to be playing like his career depends on it, because in a way his career depends on it. If he can go out there and be a valuable player on a playoff team, especially in the situations of, hey, Shamet's not healthy, this can change his career trajectory. It can get him a multi-year contract. It could get him more time in the NBA. The only thing harder than making the NBA, as NBA players will tell you, is staying there. It is not easy. There's only so many NBA spots. There's 15 roster spots, there's 30 teams, and then there's 3 two-way spots. So, look, there's 90 guys who are going to be on two-way contracts, and then overall, if you think I can do 15 and times 30 in my head, well, you have another thing coming to you. Not like I know it's 450 or anything. Boom, I could do math. That's why I always failed it in school, which that's actually a true story. I constantly failed math, but who cares? Guys, Begley also talked more about this, and essentially what I'm saying here is you have 450 guaranteed roster spots. You have what is it? You have 90 two-way spots. It's hard to stay in the NBA. Matt Ryan's going to need to play his best basketball, especially when the Knicks are looking at Shamet, who they still want to bring in. Now, Begley also just discussed Matt Ryan's game. He's a 6'7" shooter that we know hit 45% of his three-point attempts last season. The Knicks G League team selected him in the draft last month to acquire his rights. Tom Thibodeau said last month that Ryan's shooting is something the New York Knicks are intrigued in. And it's been noted earlier today that a deal was expected to be completed by tomorrow, November 5th. And Hoops Hype reported Tuesday that there is a deal in place. I'm telling you, it is a non-guaranteed contract. And that's fine, because Ryan does, as I said, he gets the chance to play like his career depends on it, because there's always a chance that his career literally depends on it. Matt Ryan, he's been on multiple NBA teams. He's been waived by some. He's been signed by some. He understands how the NBA world works now. And when he's on the best team he's ever played on in the New York Knicks, because the Timberwolves are good, but remember, this wasn't last year's Timberwolves that he played for. It was the year before. So they were a good team, but the New York Knicks, this year's Knicks, are the best team that Matt Ryan's ever played for. He knows Karl-Anthony Towns, so he's got a guy on the team he's got a rapport with who will help him get situated and stuff like that and help him feel like he's part of the team. It's widely known that Jalen Brunson is an excellent teammate at making everyone feel involved and be friends all on the team together. That's something important to note. Everything here screams Matt Ryan has the chance to have the best season of his NBA career. Tibbs said you could never have enough shooting in that, and that they're interested in him. Being that, or having that be the case, that means the Knicks are going to give him minutes. I'm sure that, oh my God, the Bucks are 1-5. I just bet on them against the Cavs. That was a mistake. Nah, they're going to win, just because it doesn't make any sense. But look, guys, Matt Ryan, he's going to get minutes over Pacome.ea. Why? Because, as everyone loves to tell me in the comments, Tibbs doesn't play rookies. Now, I know I just did a video saying, well, if a rookie's good enough, Tibbs is going to play him. But Pacome has not already established himself as in the rotation. So, Ryan's going to get minutes over that, and we're going to see them expand to a 9-man rotation with Matt Ryan being that 9th man. I'm really interested to see how it looks. It's not exactly clear when Ryan's first game will be with the Knicks. The Knicks do play a game at 8:45 p.m. tonight, and Ryan won't be there for that game. He's not going to be on the team. He's not going to be on the court. If he's on the team, he's not going to be playing yet. But by Friday against the Milwaukee Bucks, we should see Matt Ryan in a New York Knicks uniform playing for the team. And I'm really excited to see how that goes. I think it's going to go very well. I think the New York Knicks made a very good move by signing him. Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau liked him. And from here, you just have to go out there and find really... You need to find out if Landry Shamet's going to be healthy, because that determines if the Knicks are going to go after Shamet, or if Ryan's going to be their guy going forwards, or if they're going to continue to look in free agency and look into the buyout market once that comes around. And We'll see what the Knicks have planned. I have a strong feeling the Knicks want to have 15 guys on the roster by playoff time. Now we're 6 games into the season, so, you know, not a pressing matter right now, but it is something that is going to come up at some point. And the Knicks, they're known to be well prepared for the future. I mean, they knew they were getting Jalen Brunson in the middle of the NBA season before they got him. The Knicks knew that they were going to be able to acquire Karl Anthony Towns one day, and Leon first tried to really go for Towns in his first season with the Knicks. The Knicks plan ahead, they plan accordingly, and they're very good at executing their plans. Their plan and execution has been very good since getting there, since they came in here, and I really do think we're about to see them continue to make some moves. These moves are not done. We're going to see a trade happen so they can get 15 guys on the roster, and I imagine they want to have Matt Ryan on that official roster because you know you can put him in at important moments. The Knicks' big thing was they were scared that to bring in a Daquan Jeffries or a Mamadi Diakite, who were at the end of the bench last season. They wanted to strengthen that. They did. They lost some of that when trading for Karl Anthony Towns and losing Landry Shamet due to injury. Now we're going to see the Knicks try to do that again. They're just moving things around. They're waiting to see about Shamet, and then after that, we'll see what they do. But they will eventually have 15 guys on the roster. That probably will not be towards the second half of the season post-All-Star break, but it is something to watch out for in the long-term future. Leon Rose is damn good at his job, guys, and we are going to see him continue to be damn good at his job for the foreseeable future. And we saw this all start to begin getting this roster expanded with the Ariel Hukporti move. If you want to see that video, I talk more about that on a video that's already released. You can hit Knicks Digest, hit the link, you'll find it. I'll put it in the description down below. Guys, let me know what you think of the Matt Ryan signing. Have a great Monday. We'll get through the week, guys. We got it. Happy Daylight Savings Day 2. Go Knicks.